Good morning and welcome to Buriram. Today we've come up to Kradong volcano. It's not an active volcano anymore, but it's a mountain on the edge of the city of Buriram, and there's a big Buddha up top. We've just stopped at the crater to the volcano, so we just wandered down here. Now, I was here 2 years ago, but none of this boardwalk was here, so this is all new. It looks pretty nice. But, we'll walk down here and have a look. It's looking dry. Last time we were here, there was water in the bottom of here, which is a crater, and I didn't actually know it was a crater. But, there's a suspension bridge here. Swaddy Cup. Yeah, it's very different than what I remember from just 2 years ago. So this is actually a volcano crater.
Yes.
I don't know when the last time it erupted was. Maybe there's a sign here we can have a look at and see. Quick, race ya into the crater.
Run, 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 run.
It's a nice day up here in Buriram. I know everyone was telling me it's not going to be nice, but it's about 30 degrees and sunny. We've had one rainstorm when we got here, but it's actually been really, really nice. Oh, what's this one? What is that? Millipede.
Millipede, yes.
Yeah.
A big one.
Yeah.
And
there's the old staircase that used to come down from the top of the volcano. I'm pretty sure last time that's the one we used to come down here, but now they got this new boardwalk all around. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, so that's the old staircase. It goes up to the top. And there you got the new boardwalk. It's just a shame there's no water here, but then they haven't really had a lot of rain yet, so a lot of the farms are suffering and the rice is not planted yet. So we went out and had a look at that yesterday, and they're just waiting for some rains before they plant. Again, I can hear a lot of crickets up here. It's very noisy up in the jungle parts. I'd like to be able to see some of these crickets up in the trees, but they're really, really noisy. You have no idea. Then you hear that one going off. Can't be too far away from me, I just can't see it. Well, today we've borrowed one of Pia's friend's cars. She's kindly lent it to us so we can get around, because Buriram doesn't have a great deal of options for transport. There's not very many taxis here, a couple of tuk-tuks, and that's about it, other than hiring a motorcycle. But I haven't attempted that because there's 3 of us today. We have Pia's son here with us, so I wasn't going to attempt to ride a motorbike with 3 people on it. So this volcano basically is right on the edge of Buriram city, and Buriram city is the capital of Buriram province. It's Assam city, and it is becoming famous, or it is famous, because it has a new international racetrack for the MotoGP, the Chang circuit. It also has the Buriram United football team here. And this mountain, when we get to the top, we'll have views over the whole city, and there's a big Buddha at the top of it, so we'll head up there and have a look. We are now at the top of the mountain, and as you can see, there's a big gold Buddha behind me that overlooks the city. And if I turn the camera around, that is overlooking Buriram, and you can see the international racetrack and the Chang Stadium. It's very green. Wonderful blue skies today, but because we're in this area where you got to have your shoes off, and this is like tiles in the heat, he's burning the crap out of my feet. I'm going to try and sit down on this chair for a little bit. That's better. I don't know where Pia and her son went. hiding in the shade, I'm expecting. Everybody comes here and prays a little bit at the top of the mountain in front of Buddha. It really is a nice view up here. And basically most of the Buriram city is dead flat and the surrounding areas, but just happens to be a volcano right here. Well, I'm thinking it's time for me to get off of this hot floor and go and put some shoes back on, because it really is hot. It's hard to try and find a shaded area to stand on here. Right alongside the big Buddha, we've got a series of little stalls to buy things, souvenirs, little temples. There's monks up here today. And there's a little kiosk so we can go get a drink, which I might go do now. And then there's a few other things to look around up here that I didn't look at last time, so we'll go and have a look at them. Okay, they have this thing here called a lava slide. Now it looks like it's a slide and you can go all the way down the mountain, which is really good, except I'm not sure how you get back up again. You're going to go on there? Go on the slide. Oh, yeah, it's got some water. Trying to convince Pier's son to go on the slide, and I'm not sure if he's going to yet, but I'll just come down here and try and catch him if he does. And looks like he's going. Doesn't look like he goes too fast. It's like he gets stuck halfway down. I think a little bit of dishwashing liquid and some water would help. Go fast. Oh, it looks like a slide that you have to walk down. Alright, well that doesn't look like it's much of a success. I think it's a bit dry or a bit rough, but yeah, it doesn't seem to slide too well. Maybe have more luck just sitting here in the water. That looks pretty good. This is the top of a great big staircase that comes from the bottom to the top of the mountain here. We took the easy way up. We drove to the top, but I didn't get Pierre to drive down, and I'm going to walk down the stairs and meet him at the bottom.
See you there.
See you there. Well, I'm now on my way down the stairs. Still think I'm going to beat it down there anyway, but it's a lot easier to walk down than to try and walk up. And it's pretty well shaded all the way down here. Oh, interesting. Found a snake. First snake I've seen in Thailand. Halfway up the stairs. No idea what kind of snake that is, but I think we'll leave it alone. Well, that was pretty good. Not only haven't I seen a snake in Thailand before, but I've never seen one climbing the stairs, and you pretty well had to have started from right down at the bottom. And I'm not sure it could get over one of these walls, which is halfway up at the moment. He's got a long way to go. I'm basically down at the bottom now. It's probably only another 20 meters to go, and it was a pretty easy walk. So I'm guessing that I'll beat Pierre here by quite a few minutes. It's quite good really. They got signs here in English and Thai, so it's not too hard to get around reading the signs. Even the street signs, you've got the English name with it. Next stop is Wat Pakar Noi, which is another little temple on the other side of the volcano, and this here's what it looks like. We just stopped and had lunch with Pierre's cousin and her kids, and they brought us out this way to show us this other temple. Got the classic 5-headed snakes at the start. And it says to take shoes off, but the ground is really hot, so I'm not sure that's a great idea. Now, we found a nice area over in the shade to take some shoes off and try and walk in the shade and scoot across this red hot floor. Oh yeah, that's hot. I'll wander into the museum. Well, it's a museum about monks that built this temple, but everything's in Thai, so I can't really understand any of it. So yeah, it was an interesting place to look at. I think it's built on a historic site and there's walk trails with historic things in the area, so this is just the main building that they built with a bit of a museum. Now we have arrived at a place called Lakhan, which is like a elephant temple. It has big giants, the snakes, the hot ground again. Oh, Pia's got to go and hire a long covering again because shorts are not allowed. Apparently it's okay for guys to have shorts on. It's good they got mats here because it's the ground is so hot. Without shoes on, it burns your feet, so this is quite good. Pretty good here, you got these things to stand on.
Yes.
The
To wear
patung,
Yes, we call patung in Thailand.
and you have to pay.
Just up to art, I pay 20 baht.
Now we're feeding some fish. Big turtle. Big snapping turtle. The big one.
พูดทำไมไม่ชอบโกหกอ่ะ
Feed the fish. I don't see any fish yet. Maybe the turtle ate all the fish. It appears the hunt is on to try and find some fish to feed. You have to buy some food, but there's not many fish left.
Something like we see on the boat.
Oh, the lizard. Like a big lizard.
Big lizard.
Yeah, there's some seriously big fish down there. They're about 4 to 5 foot long in this little bit of a dam. It's only this long along the side of the temple.
ตัวเล็กๆหน้าขาวๆมันมาแล้วพี่มันมาแล้วก็ตรงนั้นตะพัก
ดูมันอ้าปากดูวิธีการกินของมันอ้าปากแบบ
Now they're hungry.